one, we're going to find the sum of 1 minus 1 divided by square root of 3 plus 1/3 minus 1 divided by square root of 3, or 1 divided by 3 times square root of 3, and so forth. Now this is an infinite geometric series because our first term is a equals 1, and your common ratio is you just take one term. So you take negative 1 divided by square root of 3 and divide it by the previous term, which is 1. So that's going to be negative 1 divided by square root of 3. Also, you could have taken this term, divided by this, and got the same thing. So that's all you have to do for that. Now, it fits the definition because our absolute value of negative 1 divided by square root of 3 has to be less than 1, which it is. All right, or you could write it as negative 1 divided by square root of 3 is greater than 1, but less than, less than 1, but greater than negative 1. All right, so we can write our sum from k equals 0 to infinity of your first term times your common ratio to the power of k, and that's going to equal your first term, which is 1, divided by 1 minus negative 1 divided by square root of 3. All right, this is going to equal 1 divided by 1 plus 1 divided by square root of 3. Now, if you get your common denominator for this, that's going to give you 1 divided by, and I want a square root of 3 here, so I'm going to multiply this by square root of 3. So we have square root of 3 plus 1 divided by square root of 3. And we're going to bring this up. And so this is going to be square root of 3 divided by square root of 3 plus 1. We don't like to leave our answer like this because we don't like radicals in the denominator. So basically what we're going to do is rationalize the denominator. So basically we had square root of 3 divided by square root of 3 plus 1. And to rationalize the denominator, you multiply the denominator by its conjugate. So that's your conjugate. When you have your a plus b times a minus b, that gives you a squared minus b squared. But you also have to multiply the numerator by this. All right, so this is going to give you square root of 3 times square root of 3 minus 1. And the denominator here is a squared minus b squared. So that's just going to be 3 minus 1. So this gives you, when you distribute this, you get 3 minus, and this is going to be square root of 3, all divided by 2. And that is your final answer. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.